Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to discuss the lecture number 5 of chapter number 7 electrochemistry. And today's topic is Korean and its prevention. So let's start. We will recap the lecture number 4. In lecture number 4 we have discussed about the rusting of iron, in which iron in the presence of oxygen and moisture converts into iron oxide in the form of rust and get dissolved. And in case of corrosion of aluminum, we have discussed that aluminum metal converts in the form of Al2O3 and it forms a hard layer on its surface, and this layer protects the remaining metal from the corrosion. As we know that corrosion is a process in which metals come in contact with the oxygen and moisture and they get dissolved, and therefore it is very important to save these metals from the process of corrosion. As we know that iron and its alloys, they are widely used in the construction of many structures, many machines and objects. Therefore, their prevention from the corrosion is very important. And some prevention methods are required for it, which are listed below. First method for the prevention of the corrosion is alloying. Alloying means the mixing of two or more than two metals. So the we can mix iron with the other metals to form the iron alloys. Some alloys of iron, they are rust resistant, uh, and examples are stainless steel, which is the alloy of chromium and nickel, and weathering steel is also an alloy. In stainless steel alloy, the rust forms a protective layer of chromium oxide on the surface of the alloy, preventing the further corrosion. Second method of prevention is galvanizing. Galvanizing is a process of applying a protective layer of zinc on a metal. And this is a very common method for preventing the rusting of the iron. And because zinc is more active metal than the iron, so it will get corroded and it will save the iron metal from corrosion. And this can be done by dipping the metal to be protected in a hot molten zinc, or by the process of electroplating we can plate the zinc on the iron or any other metal which is to be saved. Zinc is a relatively cheap metal that sticks to the steel easily, and it also offers the cathodic protection to the iron surface by acting as anode. Means when we will make a layer of zinc on the iron, then this zinc will act as a node and oxidation of zinc will start and iron will remain safe. The zinc layer is corroded instead of the iron due to this process. Method for the corrosion prevention is cathodic protection. In this method, a metal that is to be protected from the corrosion is made cathode and is connected with the metal such as magnesium or aluminum. Because these metals are more active, so they will act as anode and get oxidized. These metals are more active than iron and act as anode, and iron act, acts as a cathode. Cathodic protection is used for the steel pipelines carrying water or fuel, water heater tanks, ship hulls, and offshore oil platforms. You can understand the cathodic protection method with the help of this diagram. In the ground level, when we have the iron pipes, we attach these iron pipes with the help of a copper wire with a magnesium metal, and whenever the rusting will start, this magnesium metal is attached with the iron, so it will act as anode and it will get corroded. As a result, the iron pipe will remain safe, and this iron pipe is acting here as a cathode, so this process is named as cathodic protection. Next method for the corrosion prevention is coating with paint. Paints and other coatings, they actually protect the metal by disconnecting it from the oxygen and moisture which are present in the atmosphere. And these paints are very cheap and they can easily be applied. They protect many everyday objects such as cars, trucks, trains, bikes, and bridges, etc., from the Korean by disconnecting them with the atmospheric air. And paints also provide the visual appeal. The next method of Korean prevention is electroplating. In this method, we plate one metal on the surface of another metal with the help of an electrochemical cell. Uh, for example, nickel, tin, and chromium metals they are deposited on the surface of a metal which is to be protected. And the electrolyte usually consists of water solutions containing salts of the metal to be deposited. For example, if we have to deposit the silver on any object, like in this diagram we have an object which is known as spoon, and we have to protect this spoon by covering it with the layer of silver. So we will use an electrode and which is will of that metal which is to be deposited. This anode will be here, the anode of silver, and the object which is to be plated that will act as a cathode. Suppose the spoon here will act as cathode. And when this process will start, when electrolysis will start, this silver from the anode they will get deposit on the spoon, and in this way the electroplating of silver will take place. Tinning is the next method of corrosion prevention. In this method we plate the tin metal on the surface of any other metal. And in this process of tin plating, clean iron sheet is dipped in a bath of molten tin, and it is then passed through the pair of rollers. And tin protect the iron effectively since it is very stable. So we have discussed some methods which are used for preventing the corrosion process of different metals, and I have given here some questions related to the prevention of the corrosion, and you have to write and learn the answer of these questions. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.